and friendly. She introducing a person inspires me every time I talk to him. Please join me to welcome Shahid Shadid on stage.
Good evening, everyone. I hope you've all settled in well. I cannot begin to describe the honor and pride I have for presenting our next speaker. I want to start off with a quote that I find deemed to fit the most. Harriet Tubman once said, "Every great dream begins with a dreamer. Always remember, you have within you the strength, the patience, and the passion to reach for the stars to change the world." Now, the definition of inspiration in the dictionary is as follows. Now, the process of being mentally stimulated to do or feel something, especially creative. Now, our next speaker is not only inspiration in his talk, but by the walk of his journey, the obstacles he's faced and overcame. I admire this man for many great things. He's went through so many jobs, and here he is today as a CEO of this incredible organization. Persistence, verb. Continuing firmly in spite of difficulty or opposition. People have told him no, rejected his vision. He was said to be that his idea couldn't get anywhere, might not be able to do anything with it, but here he is today and every other day proving them wrong. Passion, noun, strong feeling of enthusiasm or excitement for something and I'm going to be honest here, I have never seen, met, or even spoken to someone that can work 20 consecutive hours and not complain. I complain just from having an extra page of homework to do. I want everyone here to take a look around them. Look at the person on your left, on your right, behind you, in front of you. Share a smile or two. This man is the reason we are all gathered here today. 5 years ago, the Young Leaders Development Program was a dream, an idea unaddressed, a hope, a conception, you could say. But today onwards, we are steps closer to making it international and worldwide. Please, can I have a very big round of applause for the man himself, Mr. Yeffery.
Well, before I start, I want to share with you a story, a personal story, just happened yesterday. I was hesitant to share it, but if I walk my talk, I have to share it. Yesterday at 11:30 morning, I got a call from home. I wish no one of you would get. My dear uncle died. I was planning to leave right after the conference, to see him. But I put it off. I haven't seen him for 1 year. He's my only uncle. He's like a father for me because my father died. Now, as a leader, I need to put first things first. When I got the news, I was torn. Should I go and see him? As a matter of fact, he's being buried right now as I'm talking to you. I made a decision to stay with you, because he died. I can't get him back, but you are my big family. You are my family. Possibly, there is decision in life you probably will take and probably will regret. I've been postponing this for a long time. I could have went last month or months before, but I took for granted he will live long enough until after that conference, but he did not. So no one of us knows what next day going to bring. I'm going to talk about a legacy today. It's a beautiful, just as if I knew he was going to die. What you're going to hear today is very profound. It might change your life. Please, I ask you to focus and listen to every word, because they are not just a word. They are emotion, something coming from the heart. I want you to really leave this Congress, this conference, a new person, somebody who really knows what you wanted to do, aware of yourself. You know how to manage your resources, self-awareness, social awareness, managing a relationship, managing conflict, all this element of emotional intelligence. We want you to leave with these, at least to have this basic structure to move on to the next stage. I had another story, normally I start with, but I had to share this with you. So, what is success? Anybody? What is your definition of success? To achieve something? Anyone? Definition of success?
Achieve your dream.
Achieve your dream?
To start where people finish.
To start where people finish? Reach happiness? This is exactly when I asked my little boy, what's successful? He said, to be happy.
Get rich.
Get it?
Get rich.
Get rich? Okay. Now, if you Google this, success, you'll find over 1 billion results, definition for success. If you ask 100 people, probably everyone will tell you different answer. But it's very important in these 3 days when you leave to know your own definition of success, getting rich. Okay? So, what we're going to go through today, that's the computer, that's the technology here. Okay? So, we want you to be aware of your own self, what really make you happy, what make you really tick, what make you wake up in the morning full of enthusiasm, full of energy, full of hope that you wanted to really conquer the world. That's what I decided to do. I left everything and I made working on the youth, working with the youth, my job, my mission, my life, to the last day. So, what is your mission? What is your vision? What is your legacy? What you want to leave behind? Who are you? Why you are here? Did you ask some hard questions yourself? I visit daily visit schools. I find more than 90% of the youth, they don't even know what the next step is. What they're going to, they're just hesitating, they're just changing their mind. Only 10% or less, they're a little bit more aware of what they're going to be, what they're going to do. Why is that? And that's why 97% of the people, they leave this earth not knowing that they have a giant living in their own, sleeping within their hearts. They leave this world. They may, if they discover their giant, they may have so much contribution to this humanity. Only 3% of the people. Imagine only 3% of the people, they're aware of their giants. And they're not fully aware of their giants. In each one of you, I believe in each one of you there is a giant living, sleeping. when you're going to wake him or wake her up. And this is all about this conference. So let's look at some statistics here. I'm skipping all this because I already talked about that. Now, this vertical line, this is considered to be the IQ. And I'm going to explain a little bit more about IQ. And this is the EQ, PQ, positive and emotional intelligence, the horizontal one. Now, assuming somebody when they get born, they have 0 of each, which is assumption, and then as they grow and go through life, the life cycle, and they learn, experience things, go to school, go to university. Hopefully, after graduating from university, they are like between 100 and 120. Average, their IQ is average. And we're going to show you another graph about IQ, what's average, what below average, what over average. But however, the computer turns off all the time. When, for you to actually do well in your life, you need about 80% EQ to start with. And so we talk about that here. Now this is where really you need to start 80 out of 100, 120 EQ. But look at this chart, you only, this is, I'm talking about the mass, like 90% plus of people, because they never do anything. They study math, physics, algebra, and so on, English, which is very important. But in this era, does not take you very long. Everybody is having degrees. So what is the secret formula? What you have to do well, to be a shining star, to stand out of the crowd? What you got to do?